لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Faraz Rabbani of Seekers Guidance, urging you to support the Islamic Scholars Fund. This fund needs to raise $500,000 between now and year's end to support deserving scholars and students who are the custodians of the prophetic legacy in times of confusion and lack of clarity, where people are beginning to question their very faith, are confused about their religious practice, they're confused about matters of worship, looking for guidance and clarity on how to raise their children, how to live a meaningful life. It is the scholars who provide clarity. But if we do not support our scholars, if we do not support future scholars, the students of knowledge of now, then how will we preserve this gift that the Prophet ﷺ has given us? The Scholars Fund, which vets every case that we support through a scholar committee, which every case looks at whether these people are deserving, is aware of numerous cases that are unfulfilled. For example, we have an Italian student of knowledge who's on the verge of becoming a scholar, but he can't afford the books that he's studying. He's studying his books from his small cell phone and struggling because he can't support himself. He's living with multiple people in a small basement apartment without proper heating. The Swiss student of African background whose wife needs medical care, but he can't afford the hospital bills. So he's had to stop classes just to try to find how he can gather money to pay for her bills. The Syrian scholar whose Islamic Institute is on the verge of shutting down because he can't afford $400 a month of rent. And many other cases like this of male and female scholars and students around the world who, if supported, will be empowered and will impact and serve the community of our beloved Messenger ﷺ. But if we do not support them, they'll be doing odd jobs. They will not be able to provide this guidance and clarity, and we will suffer. Our children will suffer, our communities will suffer, and we'll be letting down the prophetic legacy. Help us raise $500,000 to support the cases that we need to cover from now till year's end, and to provide dignity for these inheritors of the Prophet ﷺ. Give and give generously from your zakat and charity. Go to seekersguidance.org/donate and give generously. And if you have further questions, check out the impact report and Scholars Fund report that give you details about how this works. Give generously and share with your friends and family, and let's make a difference, and let's stand up for the prophetic legacy. Barakallahu ta'ala fikum.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.